Well, hello, everyone. And how are all of you out there in YouTube land doing today? I watched as northern Florida and the rest of the southeast section of the United States got snow. And I wondered to myself just how far south I was going to have to move to get away from this madness. Now, I blame my realtor who said, and I freaking quote her, "Oh, you'll only get a couple of inches of snow a year at this elevation." Well, ladies and gentlemen, I am living proof she lied her ass off, and I'm taking her off the Christmas card list next year. Alrighty, so a couple of days ago, I was watching a video on the Black Heart Knight channel. If you're not subscribed to him, please go over and do so, because he does a great job at videos on these frauditors. Anyways, he did a video on the Wildman Audits channel, Cody out of New Holland, Ohio. Now, this frauditard was acting absurdly as deputies tried to read him something, and Cody acted just like your 3-year-old child would in a temper tantrum. Check it out right here.
Blah, 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 blah. Get off of me. I'm not listening. Gosh. I'm not.
Civil sexual oriented protection.
Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah.
Well, I decided to do a deep dive on old Cody, who at just 31 years old has picked up 37 charges. And he's picked up 29 of those charges since 2022. He's been a super busy criminal, ladies and gentlemen, a career criminal, if you will, just like all of the other frauditard agitators out there. So let's get right into this, folks. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's start out on December 12th, 2011, when old Cody was just 17 years old, and he was charged with aggravated robbery, a felony out of Fayette County, Ohio. And on March 27th, 2012, that charge got dismissed, but don't worry, right up above on March 9th, 2012, Cody was charged with aggravated robbery, a felony, and robbery, a felony, both out of Fayette County, Ohio. Count 1 was dismissed in a plea bargain to get him to plead guilty to count 2, the robbery. So, at 17 years old, Cody is a convicted felon. He was given 90 days in jail, 2 years probation, and a $443 fine and court costs. Now, we're going to go ahead to November 22nd, 2014. A couple years later, so he did well while he was on probation, and he moved to Callaway County, Missouri, where on November 22nd, 2014, he picked up a possession of a controlled substance, a felony, and a distribution, deliver, manufacture, or produce, or attempt to, or possess with intent to distribute, deliver, manufacture, produce a controlled substance, also a felony. Now, isn't that a mouthful? Now, he was found guilty of both charges, so now he has 2 felony convictions. There was 4 more charges in this indictment that were not mentioned, but they were all dismissed at the trial, or at the indictment. And so he ended up with 3 years in prison, suspended for 5 years, and he was given 5 years probation. Now, Cody decided that Missouri wasn't a place to live in, so he hightailed it back to Ohio. And just 2 years later, on October 17th, 2016, he picked up a disorderly conduct charge. It's a misdemeanor at a Washington Courthouse Municipal Court in Ohio. He pled guilty to a reduced charge. He was given $258 in fine and fees, 5 days in jail, which was suspended for 5 years, and he was told to stay off the property of John. We don't want him to go back there and bother John anymore. Now we go ahead a couple more years to February 26th, 2018. He's charged with a vehicle and traffic infraction, assured clearance distance ahead. That was out of Columbus, Franklin County, Ohio. He was found guilty and given a $152 fine and fees. And we go ahead 13 months to March 21st, 2019. He's charged with speeding, 70 and a 55 out of Washington courthouse in Ohio. He was found guilty, given a $185 fine and fees. Now we're going to go ahead 3.5 years to August 15th, 2022, where he got a permit violation for driving at 10:21 at night, or 22:21 hours. That was out of Washington Courthouse, Ohio. He was found guilty and given a $175 fine. Now, here's something that I didn't tell you all. What you're about to see is going to shock you. It's going to anger you. It's really going to piss you off, ladies and gentlemen. And it's going to make you wonder what the hell is going on in the Circleville Municipal Court in Ohio. Because get this, the next 28 charges that Cody gets have all been dismissed by the prosecutor's office. Yes, folks, no lie, you're going to see it. 28 charges in a row are dismissed. So let's look at those. We're going to go to October 13th, 2022, where he picks up 9 charges. Resisting arrest, obstruction, no ops, which I'm going to think is a no operator license, speeding 47 and a 35, no seatbelt, an equipment violation. He did not display his plates. And again, another no operating ticket and another no displaying his plates. Ladies and gentlemen, all 9 charges were dismissed. 2 of them, as you see up on top here, they were dismissed because the complaint was not notarized. What the hell is that? We're going to go ahead. And on August 17th, 2023, he picks up 8 charges out of the Circleville Municipal Court in Ohio. All 8 charges dismissed. There was trespassing, disturbing a meeting, fleeing and eluding an officer, reckless operation, failure to display his driver's license, no motorcycle endorsement on his license, failure to signal, and failed to stop at a stop sign. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, all 8 charges dismissed. Now we're going to go ahead to September 27th, 2023. Picks up 4 more charges out of the Circleville Municipal Court in Ohio. There was inducing panic, there was obstructing an officer, trespassing, and disorderly conduct. All 4 charges dismissed. We go ahead 6 months to March 18th, 2024. No motorcycle license out of Madison County, Ohio. All charges dismissed. We're going to go ahead to May 6th, 2024. He picks up a stalking charge out of Circleville Municipal Court in Ohio. That charge was dismissed. Now we go to May 22nd, just 2 weeks later, May 22nd, 2024. He picks up 3 charges: resisting arrest, obstructing, and disorderly conduct out of the Circleville Municipal Court in Ohio. All charges dismissed. June 18th, 2024, he's charged with menacing an officer, a misdemeanor out of Washington Courthouse Municipal Court in Ohio, and that charge was dismissed. And the latest charge that I can find on him is August 13th, 2024. He's charged with theft, a misdemeanor out of Circleville Municipal Court in Ohio, and that charge was dismissed. Now, we're going to go ahead. He's got a couple of civil charges here, or not actually charges, civil cases. On December 21st, 2022, Cody sued the Ohio Bureau of Motor Vehicles out of Pickaway County, Ohio. Cody voluntarily dismissed that case, but he still owes $178 in fees. On July 31st, 2024, the city of New Holland filed a writ of mandamus, and that was dismissed by the court. And we go up on top here, we got his header, we got Wildman Audits, that's Cody Ryan, and I had to block out his last name. He was born in June of 1993. I had to block out the date. And he lives in New Holland, Ohio now, and he's using a post office box in New Holland. Back in June 2024, when I started watching him a little bit, he actually lived in Washington Courthouse, Ohio. I got his name from some papers that he posted on a video that made it very easy to do a background check on him. Back on June 12th, 2024, when I first looked into him, he only had 147 subscribers and 10 videos. Now, as of today, January 23rd, 2025, just 6 months later, he's gone up to over 4,210 subscribers with 24 videos. I have a couple of email addresses there for him if you want to email him, but you'll have to go to the new Patreon page to do that. So what do you folks think? Cody has 37 charges since 2011 when he was 17 years old. And he got 29 of those charges dismissed, 28 of them since October 13th, 2022. Now, you know this frauditard acts like a petulant little child. And that's because the court system in Circleville, Ohio, has made him what he is. He's not afraid to do whatever he wants to do. He's 100% positive the charges are going to be dismissed. And you can't tell me that every officer in Circleville, every deputy in Pickaway County, or every state trooper assigned to that area is so incompetent that none of their arrests or their charges in the past 2.5 years has stuck to Cody. No, ladies and gentlemen, something else is going on that Wildman Audits Cody is getting away with every single vehicle infraction and every single crime that he commits. I'll leave it up to you all to decide what that is. But maybe, just maybe, the prosecutor's office in that jurisdiction is the one that's incompetent, that they drop every single ticket that and every single criminal charge that Cody commits. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is the criminal history of Wildman Audits, Cody from New Holland, Ohio. I dare say the criminal justice system has created a monster in Cody that someday they are going to have to deal with. And I feel sorry for every single officer, deputy, and state trooper that comes into contact with him, because his attitude must be as big as King freaking Kong. The Officer Down memorial page tells us that 5 law enforcement officers have lost their lives in the line of duty so far in 2025, so there's no change there. BlueHelp.org tells us 8 law enforcement officers have taken their own lives so far this year, so no change there either. Both of those are great news. I do want to take a minute to say pray for the 7 officers who were shot in San Antonio, Texas yesterday. While they say all of them will survive, that doesn't mean the mental wounds will go away. Now, the suspect is dead. Great news there. Well, I hope you liked the video, and I want to thank you all for stopping by to watch it. As always, please hit that thumbs up button to let us know you liked it. And please subscribe to the page and tell your friends about us. Go on over to our new Patreon page and sign up, where for just $1 a month, you will have access to all of the unedited documents that I can't show on YouTube because butthurt frauditards privacy strike me for using my First Amendment rights to expose them. And that's going to be it for today, folks. So until next time, y'all take care out there now.